My parents forged my grandfather's will and stole my inheritance, so I took them to court and made them pay back every single penny. When my grandfather died, he left behind two things: a small inheritance and a letter. The inheritance was meant to be split equally between me and my sister Emma. The letter said, "Use this to build your future, not to fix someone else's mistakes." My parents smiled sweetly at the reading, promised to handle the paperwork, and I trusted them. That was my first mistake. A year later, I asked about the inheritance. Mom looked surprised. "Oh, we used it," she said casually. "Emma needed help with her tuition. You already had scholarships." I stared at her. "So you gave her my half?" Dad sighed like I was being difficult. "We didn't give it. We invested in family." Family. That word they always used when they took something from me. I worked 2 jobs through college while Emma studied art in Paris on my grandfather's money. They bragged about her in Christmas letters. "She's so creative," Mom said. "You wouldn't want her to struggle." I swallowed it all. I didn't want to be the bitter sibling. Then, last month, my parents called a family meeting. Mom slid a paper across the table. "A bill. Since you're established now, we thought you could help with our retirement mortgage. It's only fair." I blinked. "Fair? You spent my inheritance." Dad nodded like that proved something. "Exactly. We made sacrifices for you too." I laughed once. "Sacrifices? You mean taking my future to fund hers?" They didn't like that. Mom folded her arms. "You always think you're owed something." I took a deep breath. I am owed something. Respect? That night, I drove home furious. But instead of stewing, I started digging. A friend in accounting helped me pull property records. Turns out the house wasn't even paid off. It was in my grandfather's name until 3 months before he died. They'd refinanced it under Emma's trust. My trust. Gone. The signature on the transfer wasn't mine. Forgery. Legal fraud. The next morning, I called a lawyer. We built a quiet case. I didn't warn them. 2 months later, they were served. They called me screaming. "How could you do this to family?" I said softly. "You forged your daughter's name on a property document. Family didn't stop you then." When the court ruling came, I didn't even attend. They lost the house. The judge ordered restitution. Emma called crying. "You ruined Mom and Dad's life." "No," I said. "They ruined their own when they decided I was their safety net." Mom sent a letter weeks later. "No apology. You'll regret turning against blood." I folded it neatly and put it in the same drawer where I kept my grandfather's letter. "Use this to build your future, not to fix someone else's mistakes." For the first time, I finally understood what he meant.